I'm okay. I just smoked another to the face. Yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake. Yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hit up in the front so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling a tank, rolling with a gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with a rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spinmo Rex.
I am the Wiener.
You are the Wiener.
Yeah.
I almost forgot to even address that because I just got used to you. I can't wait, bro. Because, we do the show here every Monday, obviously, and we're chilling. It gets a little warm here sometimes. And
it does.
My boy Spinny, his cheeks get red. His face cheeks. Pause, but
hey, yo.
As to reaffirm, it's the face cheeks that get red. I just can't wait for it to happen today.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, especially when I get fired up talking about them Red Wings.
Them Red Wings and red cheeks.
But yeah, man, this is courtesy of Bailey Zappi. We appreciate you guys tapping in on WoodwardSports.com.
Yes,
we
sir.
are the heavyweights, live 5 to 7. WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you check us out. Get in that Woodward Sports chat. And for those who have not been with us, we do a pick'em every Friday for NFL games coming up. And the loser has to wear this hot dog suit. And I lost because of Bailey Zappi and because of Geno Smith.
I tried. I told you last week and the week before, Billy B's the GOAT.
Yeah.
I don't care who's at quarterback.
I got to start going with my gut.
You in the hot dog suit at quarterback, he's still going to pull out the dub.
I got to start going with my gut and stop playing it safe. Do you remember I said I wanted to take the Jets? I was like, I want to take the Jets. And then 2 weeks ago, I was like, man, I want to take Tennessee. I should probably take Tennessee. I didn't. Tennessee wins. Didn't take the Jets. The Jets win. I'm going to start going with my gut because obviously playing it safe don't work.
Hit the like button if you're not wearing your hot dog suit. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. And once again, we're live on WoodwardSports.com. Detroit Lions coming up for a bye week, so no overreactions for us.
Yeah.
This is a new one for me, personally. You?
I can't feel my face.
How was your bye week actually without the Lions football?
It was good.
Your weekend without
man. Red Wings went undefeated 2-0. Michigan State got the dub. They tried to give it up, but they got the dub. You love to see that. There was a lot of good NFL on. There was a lot of good – I know you don't care about them, but the playoff baseball was fun. It was a great weekend. Great weekend for sports, man. There was an 18-inning game in playoff baseball.
That sounds horrible.
It was 0-0 for 17 innings.
Awful. Why is this? How is this still a sport that people give a shit about? Blows my mind.
Yeah, honestly, that was a tough watch. It was on for 6 hours.
You watched it?
I didn't watch all of it. I watched it was after, I forget what game. I think it was after a Wings game or something. I threw it on for
Saturday.
For 4 or 5 innings.
I'm even more offended you didn't come hang out with me Saturday because
I was playing
that's what you did?
I dug the PS2 out of the basement, hooked up the PS2, was playing that. Yeah, I was
What inspired that, by the way?
I don't know. I was feeling a little nostalgic.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to play this.
What'd you play?
Suikoden 4.
Never played it.
Yeah, it's like a JRPG.
I don't even know what that means. What's
You got to pull out the PS.
Role-play game.
Yeah, so I got excited too because you pull out Jack 2.
Jack 2, yeah.
You got to pull out the PS2 every couple years.
Yeah, every couple years you got to bust it out.
You have to.
Is that the goated gaming console?
Oh yeah, PS2.
I agree.
Well,
I'm kind of offended you didn't play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Per capita,
because that's the goat of PS2 game.
Per capita, the N64 is the best.
True.
It has the best game.
That's true.
Per cap, but the length of the PS2, the reign the PS2 had, the amount of games it had, dominant.
It even dominated over the PS3. Like when my uncle got the PS3, I'm like, this ain't shit.
The last game the PS2 made, that was made for PS2, was FIFA 13.
I feel like PS2.
And funny enough, full circle, the first game I got was 2 games, and one of them was FIFA 2002.
Yeah.
So you're talking 11 to 12 years of dominance. Jeez.
Got the dog
Hold
suit.
on, because here's the best part about you wearing the Wiener suit today.
The Wiener suit.
Is Monday was part of the pick'em.
Yeah.
You were just that down bad that it don't even matter what happens tonight.
It didn't matter. I was back 2. You were closest to me.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it was a bad week for the heavies. Sus had the best record.
Did
Really?
Suss had the best record. Yeah.
What?
Because he picked Green Bay, or not Green Bay. Well, he did pick Green Bay, but that wasn't a win. He picked Seattle. He's the only one to pick Seattle. And he picked New England. And JB was the only one to pick Indy, but he picked Cleveland.
Wait.
So,
I'm sorry, because that's why in that between time I was driving to Stick's house for our Woodward Sports celebration. Shout out to Chubby Charlie's Pizza. They hooked it up, but Seattle ended up winning that game?
yes.
I'm offended that
That's why I'm in the suit.
I literally just assumed that Arizona won.
No. Seattle won. Kenneth Walker, man. Kenneth Walker the third.
Do you feel bad about us getting our I mean, we got our asses beat, but we lost to Seattle.
Yeah.
You still feel bad?
I mean,
Do
yeah.
you feel better now that, like, you've
No.
seen them 2 weeks in a row now? Like,
No.
be a
Arizona's
sustainable
a
offense.
shit show. I'm not, like...
DeAndre Hopkins coming back from my
And
fantasy
they
league.
just traded for
Amen.
Robbie Anderson because Robbie Anderson
Yeah, they did.
got in the face of his Carolina coach.
Yeah, that was wild.
Screaming in his face. They kicked him off the field, and then they traded him the next day. He gone. He's in Arizona now.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect to happen if you're him? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you're
in
playing
some ways, I feel like he wanted it to happen on purpose.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
got Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold throwing you the ball. I'd be pissed off, too.
That's very true, too. They were interviewing DJ Moore, and they were asking him about, like, his performances this year, and he was like, making
Yeah.
faces, groaning and stuff like
You know,
that.
I do
Like,
what I can. I'm just going to catch the
yeah,
ball.
I just want to win.
I'm in the Wiener.
I love the game. Oh, man. Like, all pause intended, your cheeks are going to get red in this
Oh, yeah.
mofo.
That's
All
for
right.
sure.
I have a question for
Should
you,
I
and
keep
I
the
actually.
beard tucked in?
It's, huh?
Should I keep the beard tucked in?
Yeah.
I'll let it flow out.
I can't even. I'm just looking at you on the monitor, bro. It's just. I'm so happy. How did I avoid this? I'm the last one to go down.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you guys catch me. It's going to happen this
I'm
week
gonna
because
get
of
you.
karma type
yeah,
stuff.
it is,
But
for sure. I'm
hey.
going to write down wrong picks for you on purpose.
it is what it is. No, don't do that to me. I got to. Nah, don't.
Yeah.
That scared me now.
Yeah, Easy picked Atlanta to beat Seattle. Easy
Yeah.
picked I don't know, but I'm writing all the wrong picks for you.
Don't. I'll keep track of them. But all right, I got a question for you guys. And I don't know if I don't know if we had this in there for later or now, or it is in there still later. But fantasy basketball.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did it like a couple of years back, but it was a points league, and I did fairly well, and it was addicting. But you obviously had to keep on top of it
It's
because
so
like you
much.
switch your lineup every single day.
So much going
You
on.
get your dub at the end of the week. But I did not know categories for fantasy basketball was a thing. So yesterday I'm drafting. I'm like, yeah,
I told you.
yeah. I know, but I didn't find out until I told you. I already had like a couple picks at that point.
Oh yeah.
And like I didn't like, and then I have good players on my team, but then I look at other teams and like I'm thinking like per categories, like, damn, they like strategize. This
Yeah.
one's for shooting, this one's for big, and I'm like, my team is not. My team's just all over the place.
Yeah, I like categories. Honestly, you can build your team off
Me
that
too.
pretty well. I think it's better than just overall points.
100%.
I think the reason why I don't like it is because I didn't know that going into the draft,
Yeah.
and I'm like 4 or 5 picks
That's fair.
deep. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I might be able to like get off a little bit just because I got. All right, actually, you guys tell me. Actually, I already had a conversation with you via
You
text.
should be good in points and rebounds and field goal percentage.
because you saw my squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paulo, Zion, LeBron. That's you like Chris Duarte?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I mean, not for that team. He'll give you some.
Matthew, I feel like he's going to mess him up a little bit. No.
No, I think
they'll play off each other pretty well.
I think with Turner and Hield being gone, that'll help.
Hield's gone.
They will be.
Oh wow, you one of those?
Oh, they're trading the farm. They're going for Vic.
Yeah.
All right,
Big Schmeckel Vic.
big Schmeckel.
Big hot dog. soup
25
Vic.
schmeckles.
Should I make the
25
move
Schmeckles.
for Ben Simmons?
No.
I shot a straight up trade. Mitchell for Simmons.
Donovan
Mitchell Robinson.
Oh,
Mitchell Robinson.
Oh,
I was about to say.
Because like Ben, for fantasy wise, when I was doing points at least, like Ben was something. And like my team, like you said, stacked around field goal percentage.
Yeah.
I feel like assists might sneak in there too, though.
Yes.
Assist and yeah, I feel like Ben fits that as a point guard.
Yeah, but I think you should keep Mitchell because that bolsters you in rebounds, gives you some blocks. Like with him and Zion, and I don't know your other centers, you should be good with blocks too.
Yeah. All right.
I would try to say double down.
yeah.
Trade Jordan Poole for another big.
For another big.
Yeah.
What value of big
Easy.
is he?
Because then you can lock up blocks, you can lock up rebounds.
No, but I'm saying like what type of big though? Because like I
like
consider.
Jared Allen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jared Allen shoots like 70% too.
Yeah, and he gets like 2 blocks a game.
Yeah, I'm definitely locking down blocks for sure.
Yeah.
without a doubt.
That's what you
Easy.
gotta
The
do.
advice I'd give you is,
But I need someone like at the small forward and like I'm saying shooting guard that can like fill those stat lineups.
Good luck.
yeah.
It was Ben, no? If he plays,
Ben sucks, dude. I hate Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
I hope nobody like in my league is watching this because I'm gonna shoot a couple texts in the group because we actually have one in ours where Ben Simmons only scored like 2 points the other night. I'm gonna shoot that to that one and be like, yo, give me Ben.
Yeah.
Would you trade Jordan Poole for Ben? Give him my category.
Don't you have them both?
No, I don't. I don't have Ben Simmons. No.
Oh,
I want Ben
Jordan
Simmons.
Poole for Ben? Yeah, I'd do that.
Can we have another book it, if you will? If you guys don't know, we are live at the Coliseum nightclub. Make sure you guys come through. I personally will be watching the Detroit Red Wings game here because I don't have cable television, and and the Bally's app's $20, which I'm down to pay for.
$20?
It's $20 a month, bro, for
A
Bally's.
month?
A month.
For the app?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
That's crazy.
Am
bro.
I wrong?
That
Someone
is
in the Woodward Sports chat, let me know. I could be wrong. We got a big show still for you guys. I know it's coming off the bye week, but obviously we got to talk about the Detroit Red Wings, which is lit, by the way. Got a couple questions for you based off the Devils game. I didn't get to watch that. I was getting lit.
Yeah.
I went to Pig and Whiskey since I didn't have to watch the Lions in the morning, and it was a long night. We'll get to that one off camera.
You talked to a spy.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I not? I'm going to get this one over quick because this is like sketchy scenario, sketchy situation. But I'm at the Pig and Whiskey down in Ferndale. Had a great time. Shout out to Jesse Mariah having me out. I'm at the porta potty waiting for, I think, Jesse to take his doing his business. And this guy comes up to me, and he's talking about my hat, whatever. He's like, you're from Woodward, aren't you? I'm like, yeah. And then he pulls up these emails, bro. At first, he's like telling me, but he couldn't remember A.J. Henn's name, and I was messed up, so I couldn't remember A.J. Henn's name for a minute there either. But then I remembered, and he pulled up his emails, his work emails. I know it's like the Office, Outlook, whatever.
Yeah.
He was a Marine, a Navy SEAL actually, specifically, not a Marine. I apologize, but hired by the MLB to spy on A.J. Hinge during the 2021 season to make sure like he wasn't like
Doing the same stuff?
yeah
Banging that trash can?
yeah, and I thought for a minute too, I'm like. No way. This is like way too random. And like if that's what we're doing, like you definitely wouldn't be telling me about that. But he left. He's going to school. Oh, I'm making way too many specifics about this guy.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am. But it was legit. I saw the emails. It was like so and so left to get a Red Bull from the fridge. So and so came in, took a drink from his Red Bull. Like every 5 minutes of like what this guy was doing.
Did he have tabs of him at roast? Because I know he goes into Birmingham roast a lot.
I didn't even get that far. I was just still in disbelief of the whole situation because I'm like, what do you know about me that you just came up to me out the blue? You're a spy and shit? Like, what? What? You know?
Yeah.
A little sketched out.
He said he knew you? He was spying on you?
Yeah, I have his number. We'll prank call him on tomorrow when we get in the studio.
Cool. Yeah.
That would be cool. Maybe a little scary, but
Yeah,
too.
that'd be pretty
But
scary.
he has stuff on us, though, too, just from because he had to document everything associated with them. So, yeah, maybe he has some roast stuff in there.
Oh, definitely.
Shout out to BR, Birmingham Roast.
I mean, he went to roast multiple times.
Yeah.
I've seen him in roast all the time.
So I do know some rock songs, all right? Fat Bottom Girls and Queen. I mean, that's my jam.
Name a Motley Crue song.
I couldn't name a Motley. Girls. There
you go.
No. Do you know how this shirt came about? I actually went in to buy a Nirvana shirt because I started listening. You remember?
Yeah.
I went on a weird Nirvana kick out of nowhere.
He did.
A couple months ago. And I'm like, damn, they're lit. They were actually really good.
Yeah, they were really good, and you might need someone to protect that shirt for you. You might need someone to keep that shirt safe. Stop this beefed up glizzy from breaking in your room and stealing it. And if you do, Guardian Alarm is the place for you. With their 24/7 local monitoring, they make sure the things that are important to you stay safe. All you have to do is call 1-800
Stay out.
That's 1-800
Stay out.
And whether you're at home or on the road, they'll make sure everything that is important to you stays safe. So call 1-800 Stay Out right now and let them know Woodward Sports sent you. We are Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you want to know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Up though, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Mo.
I am the Wiener.
He is the Wiener. It's weird. I'm like used to it. But I thought I'd be laughing way more, and I will. I already did actually, like right when the show started.
Yeah.
Young Sus in the TD booth. JB's moving along next to him. Spin, we got a couple places we could take this. Oh my, you're taking it other places that no one wanted things to go at all. Is that weird though? That like, all right. Do you remember the first time I wore the glizzy?
Yeah.
I was doing the similar. You know?
Oh yeah.
Is it?
It makes you want to move. It makes you want,
it
makes you want to get glizzy with it.
Getting glizzy with it. Nah. All right, man.
Too many nuts.
Too many. Whoa. Hashtag clown sauce. I'm saying. Where you want to take the show, man? You want to talk about the Wolverines? I got into it a little bit today with my guy Adam for the Morning Woodward Show. Make sure you guys check that one out from 8 to 10 every day, Monday through Friday. We got the Lions, obviously. Actually, that's a similar situation now after having a conversation with Justin. Going at Dan Campbell again this morning.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go? I guess we're attacking Adam either way.
I think we're going to go Lions. I got Red Wings cooped up, but we need to give that its proper shine.
We're going to make your cheeks a little bit more red.
We need to give that its proper shine. Let's go Lions. Let's talk some Lions. Let's talk about what happened over the weekend.
Yes.
That made us lose faith in Dan Campbell even more.
What made you lose faith in Dan Campbell?
You have faith in Dan Campbell?
Made you lose faith in Dan Campbell. Listen, I came to a point last week that I don't know if I do have faith. So I guess I got a little faith. But anyway, you break it down because you're the one that's losing faith.
Yeah. So we see what's going on.
Okay.
First of all, Atlanta. Missing people, obviously. And they go, and what do they do, Eazy? What did Atlanta do this weekend?
They got a dub. Yeah.
Pittsburgh. Obviously no TJ Watt. No Minka Fitzpatrick. Kenny Pickett gets knocked out in the game, literally.
Kenny Pickett doesn't count.
I mean, Mr. Trubisky's coming in.
Mr. Trubisky.
What happened to Pittsburgh?
They got a dub, 2018.
They got a dub. They went out there and they beat a team that was better than them. Atlanta Falcons went out there and beat a team that was better than them. New England Patriots. This is where I'll give it a pause because it is Bill Belichick. Yeah. But still, they went out there and they beat a team that was better than them. Despite injuries. Despite New England missing their starting cornerback, despite Atlanta missing a lot of people on that offensive line, despite Pittsburgh missing their two best defensive players with an already hampered defense and offense, they went out there and they beat better teams. When is it the Lions' turn?
All right.
When can the Lions go out there with injuries, with things that are going on, go out there, overcome adversity, and beat a better team? When can they do that? When can they go into someone's house and beat them in their city? Say, have some of this Wiener. Go out there and take a win from somebody. I've never seen the Lions take a win from anybody on the road under this regime. You've never seen the Lions get a win from anybody on the only time I've seen the Lions go out there and take a win, take it in their clutches against somebody that they shouldn't have beat was Arizona. And Arizona was a broken team. Kyler Murray was a broken man. Cliff Kingsbury wasn't doing anything right.
Excuses.
And we beat him. But guess what? Dan Campbell hasn't won a game on the road yet. And where are we going on the road next? We're going to Dallas. Then we're going to Chicago. And we got to play in New York twice against the Jets and the Giants. We'll get into that in a second. When is it the Lions' turn to overseed expectations? When is it the Lions' turn to win a game that they shouldn't win? When is it Dan Campbell's turn to grasp this team by its Wiener suit, go out there and take a win from somebody?
All right, Spitty. Same reasons I gave you before. All right, because I'm going to go over this Pittsburgh Steelers defense that's as injury-riddled. Because I promise you guys, every single one of these situations everybody brings up, the closest one, in my opinion, would probably be the Giants at certain moments. But the talent and experience is so much more, bro. They still had Tyson Allahu, who's been a long-time starter in his career. I think he's been in the league for, 10 years? Larry, I don't even know how to say his last name, but
Ogunjobi.
Ogunjobi, thank you. Long-time starter. Second contract for him. Cameron Hayward, All-Pro.
Well, they got
Pro
on
Bowler.
offense.
Malik Reed, starting his entire life. Devin Bush had All-Pro mentions at a certain point in his career. Miles Jack. Like, these are still pieces that were available to them in this matchup.
Do they have the third-ranked offense in the NFL?
They're the third. No, but I'm giving you the difference of that situation. Our defense doesn't have that at all.
But we have it on offense. So if one side of the ball has it, why can't we go out there and get a win? Why can't we overcome our insecurities on defense and go out there and get a win because of our high-powered offense?
Wait, you blame Jared Goff for throwing a pick six against the Seahawks? Is that what you're doing right now?
No, that didn't even come up at all.
Because we would have had that not happened. And this is such a higher difference, man. Like, you look at our defensive line. I obviously just named off like guys on the Pittsburgh Steelers that have been in the league a long time, started in the league their entire careers. Guys with All-Pro mentions, by the way. Look at our defensive line. You have Aiden Hutchinson, first year in the league.
Yes.
Not looking like what he was supposed to be. Lee McNeil, second year in the league. Michael Brockers, I'll give you that. He has experience. He started a long time.
Yeah, yes.
At the tail end of his career. Looks like crap, and even if you look at the numbers throughout his career, dude's been blessed being next to Aaron down the deadbed at times. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what worked with Charles Harris. He's been out, so you had to put in Austin Bryant, who's also career backup. And again, like, it's a whole
all of these
totally different scenario.
All of these were the same going into the year, but you still expected them to win 9 games. So what changed?
Well, I didn't expect them to win 9. I said this
8 games.
Yeah,
you expected them to win 8 games.
Well, us healthy.
You said Philly was a lock.
Us healthy is
we weren't healthy
scenario.
going into the year. We didn't have these guys going into the year. Going into Philly, you knew we weren't going to have Romeo. You knew we weren't going to have Jacobs.
But I'm not
you
talking
knew we
about
weren't going to
those
have
guys,
Pascal.
I'm talking about Tracy Walker's the biggest. Yeah.
Tracy Walker's a one player that will change this thing into a winning team. Is that what you're telling me?
With what we got going on in the secondary, yes, Vinny. Yeah.
I like Tracy Walker. I think he's a great player. I don't think one man comes in there and makes this a winning
game-winning touchdown against Minnesota was on Juju Hughes, who was in for Tracy Walker. Yeah,
and we lost that game because of Dan Campbell.
And that's the other thing, too, is our defense. Yes, we did. You're 100% right. And that's why I was so heartbroken by that. Because I did love Dan Campbell. Just like a lot of us did. A lot of us have passion for Dan Campbell. And this is another thing, too. It was never a homer take to say the Lions are going to win 8 games. It was never a homer take to like believe in this regime. That was happening across every single form of media. You heard it from Rich Eisen. You heard it from who's guy Peter King, Colin Cowherd. All these guys were higher on the Detroit Lions. They weren't like playoff talks, but like were they expecting to be surprised? Yes. And the context of the situation too is like, yeah, we are 1-4.
So what went wrong? If we're dealing with this, you're telling me Tracy Walker.
I'm telling you,
injuries
all along because you won't get to the Falcons' victory too. Who the Falcons beat? The 49ers?
Yes.
49ers also similar situation. Detroit Lions. 11 of the 22 starters are missing. You also had a fumble, and then Jimmy G. Same way we look at Jared Goff here. He gave him 2 picks. Like that. Similar. That's what happens though. You know what I'm saying? Like, bam. 49ers. You would argue they have like one of the best head coaches in the league.
Yeah.
We went over this a couple weeks ago. 11 out of 22 starters gone. Took an L to Atlanta Falcons.
That's one game.
That stuff happens, dude.
It doesn't happen for 2.5 or a year and a half.
What do you mean?
It doesn't happen for a year and a half.
For the Detroit, and that's what I'm trying to explain to people. We're in a whole different scenario than every other team across the league. That's what I said 2 weeks ago. Our defense, you and I broke it down simple as plain. How many guys in this defense would start another team? And you took it a step further. How many guys on this defense would actually make another team?
Yeah.
We're in uncharted territory in terms of rebuild. I just saw my guy Devin99 shout out on Twitter, tweet out, both out the scores for the Giants and the Jets. Why can't we have 1-year rebuilds? Why can't we have 1-year rebuilds? It's not the same scenario at all. They have Quinnen Williams. They have Leonard. What's the other guy in the New York defensive line? Something Williams.
Leonard Williams.
Okay. Yeah, Quinnen Williams. Okay, the Williams messed me up. I apologize.
Yeah, no, you're good.
But they have those pieces existing. Mm-hmm. Patricia traded off our pieces. We saw Darius Slay ball out last night. Traded that away. Quandre Diggs traded that. Every piece that we did have, he traded away.
Again,
we're in uncharted territory with it on top of the injuries. We're not going to be up to pace with any of those teams, and that's why you have to look at least offensively. I can't speak on Dan Campbell as a coach because he had that moment. If I'm firing him, it's based off Minnesota moments, not based off a win-or-loss record, because I know he's going to war with absolute shit. I'm sending him into a gunfight with a knife.
Yeah.
It's just the reality of the situation.
Again, I'm not just saying from you, but like you said, from Rich Eisen, from Colin Cowherd, from Joel, or whoever the third guy was.
Yeah.
You look at that, that's what it was looking like at the beginning of the year. Obviously, you take off Tracy Walker. That's a huge part. I don't think Tracy Walker is a 5-win player. I don't think Tracy Walker makes your defense 5 wins better.
All right.
But there was no one was talking about that before the season. No one was talking about how awful this was before the season. The hard knock, I think we got a defense. Everybody was hyped up on that. But you come into the season, you come when it's time to execute, and they're falling apart. And now everybody wants to lean on we don't have players. We don't have players, which I agree with.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I agree with it. But where was that energy before the season when people had them winning the division? People had them making playoffs. People had them winning 9-10 games. Well, it's the same team minus one player. I don't think one player.
Mine's more than one player. There's a couple guys missing.
From week one?
From our secondary, Mine's not what we thought he was.
He was still there.
Year. Monty got benched completely last game. On top of the Tracy Walker statement, does that one player make a difference? Yes. I gave you the Juju Hughes situation where he gave it the touchdown replacing Tracy Walker. Kirby Joseph. So you guys told me I can't point out that Jared Goff pick 6 is the difference in the game. But I can't point out 2 touchdowns given up by Kirby Joseph specifically. And those are situations where obviously Tracy Walker would have been in the game and knowing what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
Dan came out of a press conference today. Levi Enrique done for this season. You guys heard it here first. Never forget, in August, whatever date it was, I told you, we told you, Levi might be done for his career.
He said that. That was easy. That was all easy. It was when we were at the District Detroit.
Yes, sir.
Easy said, Levi might be done for the year. Might be done for good.
Yeah.
It's a back injury with a 300-pound man. Those don't add up too easy.
Not that great, man. And then with that same press conference, though, he spoke to the situation of, like, it's we're 1 to 2 plays away every single time.
Yeah.
He made no excuse of it, but he's just letting, like, and he's right, though. Given the context of all those losses outside of New England, that's been the situation we're in. With Tracy gone, without Romeo, without Levi, without Pascal, with Aiden underperforming. That's still been the scenarios. That's like the little bit of faith I do hold in him, but the stuff that subtracts it from me is the Minnesota situation. That's why I'm saying, like, if I'm firing him, it's not based off the win or loss record. It's going to be based off the context of decisions he's made in game.
And I'm not saying fire him yet. I'm not saying anything like that. But you look at what's happening, not only with him, but with this coaching staff. They're not developing these players. These players, we saw that last year. We saw players get better. We saw guys improve week to week. We saw guys improve on the season. This year, we haven't seen anybody improve week to week. We haven't seen guys get better. We haven't seen guys do different things. That is a coaching flaw. Dan Campbell made the same stupid mistakes he was making all year last year. Last year we gave him a pass. It's his first year. Season's kind of a wash. Let him try some things out, see what he has. This year you're coming in there, you're expecting them to fight for wins, and he's making the same damn mistakes he made last year that are costing us games. So you don't have improvement from players, you don't have improvement from coaches, and that is embarrassing. The one thing that you can ask of a poor roster, of a poor team, of a team that's not ready to win, is to try hard, which they're doing, which I believe they're doing. I believe they're all trying and they want to win, and improve off your mistakes and get better every week. We're not seeing that.
Half the pieces you want to see improved aren't even available, though, man. I mean, we're going to get into it, but can you tell us about Big Boy first?
No, we can't. Tell us about Chili Pepper.
I'll lie to you. I'm going to tell you about Chili Pepper, guys, all right? And I'm going to tell you the truth, all right? Truth of the matter is, I am a white man. Now, I passed on this breed to Young Sus in studio because I don't want to get in trouble for that, but it is what it is. I'm a white man, all right? But it's thanks to Chili Pepper Tanning. I mean, it looks so beautifully Brazilianly bronze and gold, man. Chili Pepper Tanning, they got the cleanest salons, they got the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tan Chili Pepper Tanning. And right now, if you join the Pepper Club, they'll beat all competitors by $5. $5? $5. Beneath Woodward Heavyweights on WoodwardSports.com. We'll be right back.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
What up, though, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man.
I am the wiener.
He is the wiener, shoot. My guy, Spin Morex. Yeah, it's something about that suit.
It makes you want to move.
It makes you want to move. I'm so happy I'm watching you do the same thing because I was wilding out too.
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to call myself an apologist for Dan Campbell. I don't.
Sounded like it.
It does, but it's just so lazy to say these things. Look at these 1-year rebuilds, but when you actually do the homework into the situation, it's a different situation, wholeheartedly and completely.
Yeah.
Even with the Giants and the Jets.
Jets, I will not compare. The Jets have a loaded defense.
Yes.
The Jets have a lot of great players on defense. The Giants,
they have some weapons on offense too.
Yeah, the Giants, it's like Leonard Williams, and then
well, Kayvon's a beast.
Gets kind of fuzzy.
That's the other thing too.
Kayvon's a beast. Is he a beast? I mean, he made a play.
He got his first sack on.
He made one
Kayvon's
play.
A beast. Kayvon's a problem. I find myself. I was almost going to make a meme of it. The first time I met Kayvon, shout out to Pro Sports Zone John Yu. But I obviously got to meet Kayvon, and we are excited for him to come to Detroit Lions. I was hoping for at that point, and I mean, it obviously would have been cool too because same way we built a relationship with Malcolm.
Yeah.
We would have that same relationship with Kayvon. Maybe get Kayvon Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? Because he loves the media. He's all about it. But Kayvon's putting in work. Again, you can go to the PFF numbers, and I only use PFF for pass rushing and sometimes passing too, just on targets and stuff like that. But Kayvon's now surpassed. I mean, obviously during the bye week, and having only started game 3, we actually started the NFL season, has caught up to Aiden Hutchinson in pass rushing. Everything outside of sacks, Kayvon's there.
Everything outside of the thing that matters. No.
I'm just saying, Kayvon's a dog. They got Dexter Lawrence a dog too. That's one other thing I was getting to when I did the homework. I looked at these defensive lines. Their interior defensive linemen have the same career high of sacks, like in a single season career high of sacks, as our edge rusher, Charles Harris. Half these defensive tackles have 7.5 sacks in their career.
Yeah.
On both Jets and the Giants, man.
So he's got 10 hurries, 1 hit, 7 solo tackles, 1 assist, and 1 sack.
In the year so far?
Yeah.
Now, the category
it's pretty good.
Yeah, because you could change the 22 class and categorize it by hurries. How many hurries does he have versus Aiden? I'm actually curious. I'm pretty sure Kayvon's leading at this point. By the way, too, Kayvon crying after his first victory. Dude's a wild boy. I mean, he might end up. I don't know. I only had one conversation with him. He's about his business, whether his business is himself.
Hutch has 9
football.
hurries.
Was it
15 total pressures? Kayvon has 10 hurries, 12 total pressures.
You know what I'm saying? And less games played, too.
1 less game played.
At this point, yeah. Kayvon, whatever, man. Nonetheless, we continue to sit here and bitch about lines. I just need that to be expressed, though. That's a reality of the situation. It's, to me, in my opinion, just so lazy. Look at, why can't we do that? Look at them doing that. Versus actually, looking at the rosters and seeing the differences.
Yeah.
It is. It's just lazy. It's lazy. The Fire AG stuff to me is lazy. I'm done with that. You know who's not lazy and also is a new head coach?
Who's that?
Derek Lalonde.
All right,
I'm ready to talk about something positive, man.
Some people call him Gru.
Dude, literally looks just like Gru.
He does look a lot like Gru.
It's wild, too, because he has that Slavic or Russian type look,
yes.
But he's American as shit.
He has the Slavic look for sure. He looks like he's from a Snia or a Stan.
Yeah.
I call him Snias, like Bosnia, Albania, all this.
It could be his mom maybe was a Christina and his dad was a Stan.
The formerly
a Snia and a Stan.
Formerly Soviet Union countries, I call them the Snias and the Stans. But you look at what the Red Wings are doing, man. You look at what the Red Wings are doing. It's amazing. They have looked like a playoff team through these first 2 games. And I will say it was kind of against poo-poo competition, but still, their first game they had 25 shots on net in the first period. That is more than 19 total games last year. We had 19 games last year where they had under 25 shots in the entire game, and we did that in the first period of the year. You look at what Stevie Y, God bless, love you, you're a cherry, what Stevie Y has done to this team. It is night and day. He literally brought in, so Mo Sider, obviously our best defender. Hronek, some people love him, some people hate him. I'm middle of the pack. So he brought in our 2nd, 3rd, and 5th best defenseman this year in free agency. Sherratt is definitely our 2nd best defenseman next to Mo Sider.
Yeah.
Oli Mata has been playing great defensively. I'll give him 3rd. You can put Hronek 3 if you want, but him and Mata are 3 and 4, and then Hogg has been playing great as well. So Steve Eisman goes out there, and he changes the entire defense. And then what else does he do? He brings in brutes.
Size.
He brings in these power forwards.
Yeah.
Obviously, we got Sundqvist last year. Well, he started playing last year, and he's a big dude. Rasmussen, love Rasmussen. He is like the perpetual playoff player you need on your team is a guy like Rasmussen, and he is great. But you bring in Elmer Soderblom, the guy, the freak, the 6'8 rookie, and then you go out. I already talked about Sherratt. I talked about Haag. I talked about Mata. You bring in Perron, who gives you the edge, who's a little big. You bring in Dominic Kubalik, who is big, power forward, but skilled and has a sniper. And it is just amazing. You look at these guys. Imagine this team running into Yesterwings when we were running out there with Tatar and Nyquist and all those guys. This team would put them in the dirt. They would be injured. There would be brains on the ice. They would splatter them everywhere. Pause. It would be amazing because that is what you need for, first of all, NHL hockey. Second of all, playoff hockey. You need big guys. You need guys who aren't going to be scared to go out there, put their body on another dude. Pause.
Whoa.
You need guys that will go out there, that will protect the puck, that will hammer another guy. Pause. And you love to see it. Stevie Y built an army of giants that is out there playing. They're not just big, they're not just mean, but they're all highly skilled as well. We saw Ben Sherratt with his first goal, and we're going to get into that later about all these guys getting their first goal, with an absolute laser from the blue line. It didn't even look like he was trying. He just kind of turned around and flung it at the net, and it goes top Ched, where mama keeps the cookies. You love to see it, man. You love to see these guys working out, and the rest of them are buying into what Derek Lalonde is preaching. I talked about it today on BDE. They're doing the 1-3-1 to keep a guy pressuring the puck carrier in their offensive zone. You got 3 at the blue line. You got a guy in your defensive zone. Dylan Larkin, I saw on a couple occasions, wanted to break off into that offensive zone, go after the puck, put some more pressure, but he pulled himself back. He pulled himself back because he's like, all right, I got to stick with this. I got to stick with the plan, the team. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to listen to what Lalonde is preaching, and I understand Dylan Larkin is our captain.
Yeah.
I understand Dylan Larkin is that guy.
Yeah.
But that 100% not only because of Lalonde, it's because now he's got big bro Perron standing next to him. On that bench, standing next to him in practice. Obviously, they're not on the same line.
Yeah.
But I guarantee if Perron saw Larkin do something like that in practice, he'd slap him on the back of the head and say, listen, buddy, we got to file in here. We're doing a 1-3-1.
Can you say it in a Canadian accent?
Listen, bud, we got to file in here. I don't know.
When you were giving your takes on BDE, you slipped into like a Canadian accent.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. It was the funniest shit ever.
They're playing hard. They're getting pucks deep. They're going after it. And, we just got to skate hard. We got to skate to the net, get pucks on net. Larks out there is playing really well. We got Varney out for today, and Bert. Bert's going to be gone for a couple weeks. But you'll love to see what the boys are out there. The boys are buzzing. They're making plays, and the Red Wings are back. I'm telling you right now, the Detroit Red Wings are going to be a playoff team this year.
Let's go!
The Detroit Red Wings are going
saying.
to make the Stanley Cup playoffs this year.
Wow.
If they continue to play like that, if they don't have any injuries, hopefully anything serious, but they have depth too. We lost Verana for just this game, personal reasons. Hopefully everything's good at home for Verana. We lose Bert for 4 to 6 weeks because he took a puck off the wrist. You bring in a guy like Hugh Suter, who can be a player, who can win you faceoffs, who can play on your PK. You bring in a guy like Robbie Fabry. Hopefully, when he's back, Robbie Fabry will come in here and could be another addition, another depth piece. That will be great. And then who do we get in to fill in for your boy? For Neil's boy. Who do you get to fill in for Bertuzzi?
Who?
Neil's boy.
Zadina.
Zadina.
Yeah.
Philip Zadina.
They were just talking about
this guy is like the last remaining piece of the Ken Holland era, the last remaining piece of that old style of hockey before Steve Yzerman came in here and said, no, we're getting big dudes that can skate, that can score, and that can hit. Zadina is going to be out there. I'm telling you, I wouldn't expect less than a goal tonight.
Yeah.
Give me a goal for Zadina anytime back.
Seriously?
Check it up on OddsTrade. Yes.
Like, is he a sniper? Is that why?
Yes, Zadina is a sniper.
So where does he suck at? Why is he?
He's not been sniping. But that's what he is. That's what he's brought in here to do. He's brought in here to score goals. And you expect him to go out there and play well, especially, I don't know what line he's going to be on. I know they moved Kubalik up to the first line.
Yeah.
It's going to be Larkin, Raymond, and Kubalik. I assume Zadina is going to go on that second line. I think Suter's a much better fit for that fourth line. I hope they keep the third line together because I just want the Redwoods. That's what they're calling them, the Redwoods. All of them over 6'5". These guys are monsters, and I hope they keep that line together. So maybe Zadina gets some second line ice time. Maybe they move somebody. Maybe they move Rass up to the second line. I don't know. I don't know what's going on just yet. I'll have to check in with Mike Gentry to see where Zadina fits in tonight. But man, I'm so excited about this Red Wings team. Seeing them on the power play. Although they didn't bury one, in that first game, the power play looked amazing, man.
Yeah.
It looked amazing.
Dude, I love watching, because, again, I'm a novice to hockey. I just admire just the athleticism and awareness of my guy, Mo, bro. Like, it just, every time even like on the power play, I think last week is in the third quarter, and it looked like he was going to run to the ice like to grab the puck, but he stops on a dime, pokes the puck out, passes it on. Look, I got this to say for like the people who are kind of like me, or maybe people who don't even watch hockey. This Red Wings team, if Stevie continues the trajectory that he's on, and mind you, he's did it before with Tampa, building the same way, bigger guys, drafting beautifully. I'll never forget. People were all pissed off we didn't draft that. I think it was the defenseman, Iliuk or whatever. William. Yeah.
Iliuk.
And it worked out for us, huh?
Yes.
Stevie knows what the hell he's doing. I'm telling you, this is going to be a 30 for 30, and it's worth watching. You got the physicality with hockey. You got the speed, the finesse.
Hockey is one of the most fun sports to watch because it's obviously the short ice time. They're doing the switches. So these guys, every single second they're on the ice, they're going 120%.
Well, the other thing, too, is like Saturday, for instance, and I didn't get to finish the game. I did watch it the away fan, all right, the first two periods. And it felt like we were getting outplayed. But you can still win. It's almost like MMA where, like, no matter how's it going, like, a couple quick shots, whatever, you're back in it. But speaking of being back in it, guys, you want to make some money? I'm telling you, oddstrader.com is the place to go.
Zadina, anytime goal tonight.
Zadina, anytime goal tonight. Check it out on oddstrader.com. Someone in the Woodward Sports Chat, let me know what that is. I'm very curious because I just might do that. Oddstrader.com is the number site for your game day bets, play-by-play updates, live scores, and the best price in every game for multiple sports books. Guys, go to oddstrader.com right now for your best bet. This is Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Sean Jordan from the Sports Marketing Agency. And SMA wouldn't be who we are without our amazing partners.
Thank you so much, Sean. At Detroit Wayne, we want to serve as a resource for you and your families. We offer mental health services, substance use disorder services throughout our communities, and we want to be that source and resource within the community.
If you or a loved one are suffering from a mental health or substance abuse issue, please don't hesitate to call 1-800-241-4949.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
What up, though? Shout out Salty in the Woodward Sports Chat. I'm your boy Eazy. This is my guy Spimo Rex.
I'm the beaner.
We the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com Monday through Friday from 5 to 7. Every weekday. I'm salty, bro. I'm still trying to recover from that comment, bro. That was a wild one.
That's a good one.
Where I was talking to Detroit
Where'd you get
hockey.
yours?
That's disgusting. I would never in my life.
What if, the lights are out?
No, you're using your mouth, bro. You taste what's going on.
It's a little irony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you drop a vitamin in your pants or something?
Dude, this one time.
You got your Red Wings?
At this part, no.
At this part? You got
at this party.
Oh.
This kid was bragging about how, flowing it was. And he came out and it was just everywhere.
All right.
Yeah, I was like, oh, bro. I was like, I feel so bad for you, man.
Look what you started. I'm salty. Shout out. You guys hit the like button. Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com.
Woodwardsports.com,
We're
baby.
trying to go good news, all right? Because we did go a little bit Detroit Lions.
Yes, we did.
Actually, real quick, I just want to ask you something about the Detroit Lions conversation. It is probably, excuses, but are there also reasons? Like, is it like, did you grow any faith for Dan Campbell after that conversation, or like having these type of conversations?
Do I what?
Do you grow faith for Dan Campbell after having like those type of conversations? No?
No.
Because
I need results to grow faith. And like I said, I'm not expecting.
Wild.
I'm not saying results as in wins or losses.
Yeah.
I'm talking about results as in seeing players, seeing himself.
How about the
get
offense
better
being
in
top 3 in the league?
situations? Yeah, I have faith
After
in Ben
last
Johnson.
year being absolute shit.
I have faith in Ben Johnson.
I mean, that's Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell promoted him. That's Dan Campbell hire. It's his. I was waiting for Sus to switch the camera, but I couldn't tell if he did or not because I'm not even looking at him.
Yeah, no thanks. The book is still out on Dan Campbell.
It's definitely
jury is not in
definitely
yet
still
on Dan
being
Campbell.
Written. And that's why another thing too, like I feel like when you're firing like a new guy every 2 years, like how is anybody supposed to have faith in you as an organization? And not that they should even already right now. They shouldn't.
No,
Detroit Lions hold no type of faith.
None.
Yeah, you shouldn't. And we have some type of like respect, I guess, around the league at this point with this regime. So like, let it play itself out. At least 3, at least 2.5.
I used to watch this music video on MTV.com in middle school all the time.
When no one knows what music video we're watching, all right? It's
never mind what haters say. Ignore them till they fade away. Amazing.
Copyright is given to the YouTube. Now we lost our jobs. All right.
This is worth the copyright.
I can
this
sing
song
whatever I want.
Yeah, T.I. snapped in this song. I know that. T.I. just snapped in this song. All right, man.
Who else wore a sideways hat because of T.I.?
Dude, yeah, for sure.
I got smoke. I got smoke all the time. You guys know that. But I got smoke more specifically.
Hanging on the earlobe.
What up, it's T-Hot.
What up, it's Till.
You got to do a live show with the headset like that.
Trouble man.
All right, if you lose a bet next week, we'll have you do it. But back to the show, guys. Thank you for all the distractions. But I got smoke, man. I got smoke. It spilled into Twitter. But it's just mainly like just vetted towards the Michigan slap asses, bro. The absolute slap asses. And everyone in the Coliseum, please don't like do what I just said. I'm just calling out Michigan fans. The slappies. All right. We have one graphic today, Sus. Did you download it by chance? Pull this thing up, all right?
Hey, yo.
And the only reason why I'm going at my guy now is because he tried to pull a transfer on us, all right? He became a Michigan State fan, and then we're starting to suck.
Yeah.
All right, I'm blaming Adam for the Lions and Michigan State sucking this year.
Why did you choose that picture?
Because, man, it's
he is a white man.
He is a white man. Throw that graphic back up there, though, so I can read the tweet, though, Sus. All right, because this comes from our very own Adam Baydoun. All right, co-founder of Woodward Sports. Make sure you check him out from 8 to 10 Monday mornings.
Live on WoodwardSports.com.
Live on WoodwardSports.com. But he says, I feel disgusting even reading this out loud, but these are not my words, all right? Since Jim Harbaugh has become the head coach of Michigan, only Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Ohio State, and Oklahoma have better win percentage. Jim Harbaugh, Urban Meyer, Lincoln Riley, Dabo Swinney, Nick Saban, and Kirby Smart. That is Jim Harbaugh's company since 2015.
I mean, he's not wrong, statistically.
Since Put up one more time for me, Sus. One more time. Since 2015. 2015. You know what happened in 2015, Spinny?
What's that?
Urban Meyer won a national championship.
Yes.
You want to know what else happened since 2015?
What's that?
Nick Saban got another national championship.
Who else on that list does?
Dabo Swinney.
I think there's one more.
Kirby Smart.
Oh, would you look at that?
What? No! No! In no way whatsoever is he within the company of national championships. He has a losing record against top 10 teams.
He does.
He's only won 4 games against top 10 teams.
And Michigan State, shout out.
Shout out.
They schedule this year, for sure, even preseason, cupcake schedules, all right?
Next year's even worse, but this was...
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm with Neil. Neil gets on the schedule, but he's like, I would do the same thing. I would too. One loss ruins your season in college football, so why would you go play Texas when you can have Hawaii come to the big house and get thumped?
These are national championship winning head coaches.
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh is 4-14 against teams in the top 10. He's 1-6 in bowl games. He's even a winning record against Michigan State and Ohio State and the Big Ten.
Yes. He's won, 1 game against Ohio State and 2 against Michigan State, I think?
How and how and I'm trying not to swear. I'm trying so hard not to swear.
Good job.
How in the frick?
There you go.
How in the frick can you? I love you, Adam. I love you. Michigan fans, I love you guys sometimes too.
I don't.
You're crazy. Actually, I don't. You're right, 100%. There's Michigan fans and then Cowboys fans, and then, like, those are just the two worst fan bases, all right? Michigan fans are the Cowboy fans of college football.
Yankees are up there.
Yankees are up there.
But at least Yankees win.
Yeah, exactly. Stop, bro. Stop. And then you go to the strength of schedule. Look at our strength of schedule. The 4-8 Washington team you played last year? Oh, but they don't know going into it. You know what you know going into it? Every single time, you know who's who in college football. You know Alabama's going to be cold.
Yes.
You know Clemson's usually going to be cold.
Yes.
You know Ohio State's going to be cold.
Oh, yeah.
You know who the big dogs are. Don't tell me. Don't give me, oh, we scheduled Washington. Like they're a big dog or expected to be a big dog every single year consistently. Eat my ass, bro. That's garbage.
Pause.
Hot garbage. No pause. I don't even care at this point. What are we doing? Michigan fans are crazy.
Yeah.
This is wild to me. They beat Penn State. Congratulations, bro. Penn State fell into a top 10 on accident.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
That is what pisses me off the most, is for sure. Like, obviously, Michigan's having a great year. Obviously, had a great year last year. You get 2. You get 2 years where you're in contention. You get 2 years where you're going to a college football playoff probably, and you think you're Alabama. You think you're Clemson. You think you're Georgia. You think you're Ohio State. You're not. I'm sorry, you're not. And I'm not. Michigan State isn't either. Michigan State's way further away than Michigan is.
Correct. But we're not firing out tweets. Oh, look at Mel Tucker. He's like Nick Saban. Look at him.
Yeah, it's
get out of here.
Yeah, I understand you're having success. You love that. You haven't got a lot of it in the past couple years nationally. You haven't had that kind of success in the past few years. But stop it with this, please. Stop comparing Jim Harbaugh to these guys. Stop comparing Michigan to those guys until they do it. And I will say this year they have a very good chance of doing it, but I don't think they're going to beat Ohio State in the horseshoe. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. I think Ohio State is going to win the national championship this year. I said that before the season, and I'm sticking to it. And that is what makes me so mad about Michigan fans, is they say, oh, well, we're the winningest school in the history of college football. Yeah, when you were playing Yale and Harvard and Rice and these colleges nobody ever heard of for 40 years, and then you look at what they've done recently. And these 2 years have been great. You've had 2 great seasons. So far, last year, great season. So far, a great season this year. But I need to see Jim Harbaugh win at least a college football playoff game before I put him in the likes of Kirby Smart, Dabo Swinney, and Nick Saban, of all people. Nobody's sniffing Nick Saban's ass, let alone being in the same conversation as him right now in college football. Stop it, please. I understand you're excited. I understand you're winning. You have a lot to be excited about. Your team is great. Your quarterback is great. Your defense is great. But I need to see it at the highest level. I have never seen you guys go and take someone's lunch money. And this isn't a Michigan State thing, because we haven't done it either. I'll put it there. We had the same thing as you guys did. We went to the college football playoff and got absolutely dog-walked.
Absolutely.
And it's embarrassing.
Absolutely.
And it sucks. But you don't see me going, Mark D'Antonio's just as good of a coach as Nick Saban.
Yeah, it's just
He's
wild,
in the same breath as Dabo Swinney. No, you don't do that. You need results. I need to see you win one of these games. I need to see you beat an important team, beat a top 10 team on the road, beat a team in a college football playoff before you start breathing this type of air. I understand you're excited. Yes. I understand it's fun to watch. Yeah. I understand you're very happy with your program right now, but pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Let me see you do it on the biggest stage before you sit at the big boy table. 100%. And that big boy table right now, over the past 5 years, has been Ohio State, Clemson, Alabama, and Georgia. And Michigan is trying to get there. They're like the 12-year-old cousin that's like, oh, I want to sit with the adults for dinner. And right now you're like, nah, not yet. You need to prove it a little bit. And then if you win a college football playoff game, that's like the 12-year-old cousin cracking a good joke. And you're like, all right, you can sit next to me. You're pretty funny. But now is not the time. Wait until I see you do it. Wait until you beat one of these teams. Wait until you go into Ohio State, go to the Horseshoe, and take their lunch money. Then I'll start to believe. But right now, don't put Jim Harbaugh in that air. He hasn't earned it yet.
Dude. Just don't. All right? Jim Harbaugh went head-to-head in the Citrus Bowl against Nick Saban's worst team. Got beat by 19 points. Stop. Lincoln Riley, he can exit that conversation too. All right? He's only 30. But here's the difference, though. He's only 39 years old. He's just now at his first blue-chip college in USC. This is his first time playing with a big brand. Michigan, I tweeted this out last week with no relation to this topic and today and what we're discussing right now at all. All right, you and I are both UFC fans. We're going to be talking UFC 280 at some point this week, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But the lightweight champion of the UFC is walking around with a tiger, just like Mike Tyson did. And guess what his boy is wearing? Sweatshirt.
Michigan.
Block him.
Yeah.
All right, you're one of the biggest brands in the country. All right, so when you're falling short of those Nick Sabans, when you're falling short of the Kirby Smarts, of the Dabo Sweeneys, like you don't have an excuse, all right? And you're not Cincinnati. It's not cute for you to be here. You're Michigan. You're supposed to, you're one of the biggest brands in college football. Probably the.
And that's, pause real quick, in the WoodwardSports.com chat, all I'm seeing is, I thought Tuck was coming. Oh, he's just mad because MSU's
Tuck
not
came on
there.
your forehead 2 years in a row.
Blah,
you haven't done nothing
I'm
yet.
not saying Tuck is better than Jim Harbaugh. He hasn't proved that to me yet. He hasn't established that success yet. I'm not saying Tuck's at the big dog table because that's absolutely not true. So you guys shouldn't do it either. Don't tell me, oh, you're just mad because you're from MSU. Give me a reason why Jim Harbaugh should be breathed in the same air as national championship winning coaches.
Yeah, and don't
tell
get
me
wrong.
why.
Jim Harbaugh is a good coach. He went to the Super Bowl with the 49ers. He's had success, obviously, with Michigan, more so than Rich Rod and all those guys, too. But don't put him in the same company as national champions, especially when you specifically say since 2015, and each and every one of those guys outside of Lincoln Riley have a national championship.
Another one Michigan fans love to do. Bloody Mary in the Woodward Sports chat. LOL, Clemson has more natties in 5 years than Michigan had in 60. Stop. Exactly. Yeah. I don't care about Michigan 60 years ago. I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking about in the past 5 to 10 years, in Jim Harbaugh's reign in Michigan, who has been the big dogs in college football, because it hasn't been them. And look, they had a great step last year with a great team. It looks like they're better this year, and they can make another step. But they got to play 3 college football games or college football playoff games if you want them to win a national championship, because they got to beat Ohio State in the Horseshoe if they even want to get there. And then they'll go to the Big Ten Championship, which is going to be a joke because whoever is on the East, they're trash. So that's not there. But beating Ohio State in the Horseshoe, and then the first game, and then the championship game. So you need to win 3. I don't have faith. I don't. I'm sorry. Again, I think Ohio State is going to win the national championship this year.
Spinny, you're wearing a costume.
I am.
Brother. There's a whole lot of meat packed into that bun you're wearing,
There is.
Brother. Well, where's the best spot to get some of that?
The best spot to get some meat like this is from the Butchery, of course, because the Butchery is the official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network. You can call 248-682-COWS. Yes, that's 248-682-COWS, or order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included. For Woodward Sports customers, the Butchery meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for, Wagyu meats, and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. And I'm telling you guys, we tried these out. You saw the video last Friday. You saw the video the Friday before that. This is the best food I've had. This is the best sandwich I've ever had in my entire life. I'm not even joking. The best burger I ever had in my entire life. If you want to pimp your tailgate, go check out the Butchery right now. Again, that is 248-682-COWS or thebutcherysl.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
We don't don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button. We like our jobs. We like to keep them, all right? I got my man Kong Spinny.
I am the wiener.
And the Wiener Schnitzel suit, all right? You got your boy Easy. We live Coliseum Nightclub. Make sure you guys come down. There's Monday Night Football, and we're definitely going to talk a little bit Monday Night Football, but low-key tonight here, Spinny, I'm here for the Red Wings. I told you guys before, I don't have Valley Sports, so I'm here watching the Red Wings game.
We're here to watch the Red Wings. They're, the Kings are coming to town.
Yeah.
They're playing downtown at LCA. And we talked a little bit about what Steve Yzerman did in free agency, how he got legitimate NHL players, how he got legitimate guys that you can put on a team and you're not worried about, not guys that are rookies, not guys that are small, fragile, not guys that have bounced around between AHL, KHL, wherever they're coming from. These are legitimate NHL players. And you look through the first two games, 5 of them. 5 Red Wings scored their first goal for the Red Wings through 2 games. We have, obviously, Elmer Soderblom got his. Ben Sherratt, I already talked about, on an absolute laser from the blue line. David Perron, Dominic Kubalik, and our guy Oli Mata. Oli Mata's was empty net, so I'll give him that. But still, this is something that you don't see happen, that a complete overhaul of an entire franchise, let alone the roster. You get the coaching staff, you get Steve Yzerman, and they're pulling the strings, being the puppet master. 1919, I was playing. Like, it is amazing to see these guys produce already, to see these guys do what they're doing. I talked about the power play looking good. In the first game, the power play looked great. They didn't cash in on any of their opportunities, but they were moving the puck around. They were staying in the offensive zone a lot. They had some very good looks. But the goaltender was standing on his head that game. He stopped like 40 shots. But then you look at the penalty kill, man. The penalty kill has been amazing. These guys aren't giving in. These guys are fighting. They're getting to the puck. They're rotating. They're talking. They're doing everything you want to see on a PK unit. They're getting the puck out of there. They're not staying in the zone too long. And they've even got a couple shorthanded shots on goal. I saw Lucas Raymond almost bury a shot. It was like when it was like a 4-on-3 or something like that. He almost buried a shorthanded goal. You love to see it. You love to see these guys. You talked about what Perron would do for your power play, but you're looking at what Sundqvist does for the penalty kill, and what Oli Mata and Hag and Ben Sherratt do for the penalty kill. These guys are there to eat up minutes. These guys are there to help the young guys learn how to play in the NHL. I love it so much. We're going up against the Kings. I believe it is Ville Husso in net again. Ville Husso obviously started game 1. He had the shutout, looked amazing. Ned started game 2, also looked amazing, was standing on his head, let up a couple goals, but still he stopped like 35 shots or something like that in that game. It was beautiful. We have 2 goaltenders who are taking care of business. We actually have a defensive front in front of them. It's not just Mo Sider. I talked about Sherratt. I talked about Hogg. I talked about Mata. You have Hronek playing like Hronek doesn't need to be the second best defenseman on your team anymore, which is exactly where he should be. I love it, man. They're buzzing. Steve Yzerman has rejuvenated this franchise. He has got the right guy, our boy Gru, at the helm. He is making these boys buzz, man. I love it, dude. I love it.
Stevie Y's a man. I mean, there's one difference between – because obviously we're all fans of the teams we talk about. We work at Detroit Sports Network because we're passionate about Detroit sports. All right, we saw things we liked out of Brad Holmes. We saw things we liked out of Troy Weaver. I especially love things I saw out of Troy Weaver. I am a novice when it comes to hockey, but – I know my guy Spinny. All my other white friends. But all my friends. D-Mac, obviously, boys for Stevie Y. It's a little bit different. He helped put some jewelry on.
I was raised at the table with these guys. Yeah. I got the playbook.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I love when D-Mac gets going, man.
But the difference between all of them is Stevie Y has done it. Yes. And not just from like a player standpoint, because it's easy for us to like point to like players like we do with Dan Campbell, like he has experience, he's in it. No, Stevie Y won as a player. Stevie Y won as a GM.
And he built a He built a dynasty as a GM. He didn't just win like one lucky cup. Like, he built a dynasty. Back-to-back Stanley Cups. Almost got the triple threat. Like, that team is amazing. And he's doing the same things. He has the same playbook. He's getting these big guys. He's getting when we drafted Mo
That's
Seider.
the thing, too, real quick. Tampa's a pretty big team.
Yes.
Like, physically
very big, yes.
How the Red Wings being built right now?
Very big.
We have a Redwood lineup.
Yes.
And boy, do we love some goalies. I'm sorry, Tampa. I'm not going to actually compare our goalie to Tampa or even Kosa.
Vasilevsky is one of the greatest goaltenders of all time.
He's goated. Yeah. So you can't have that comparison. But in similar fashion, being modeled after that dynasty he built over there.
And it is, and I talked about this. I remember the day after we drafted Kosa.
Yeah.
I was talking to D-Mac. I was like, D-Mac, is this like a Bishop Vasilevsky thing?
He's huge.
Like they did.
He's another big guy, too.
But yeah, he is, and that Vasilevsky's a big dude, too. Yeah. But that's what they did in Tampa. They had a great goaltender. They had Bishop. He was solid. He was great. He was making plays from him. But they said, all right, we're going to get this Vasilevsky kid in here. And that's what the Red Wings did. They have Husso. They had Ned, everybody loved Ned when he made the trade. I love Ned. He plays a little loose around the goal. Like when he's playing in the trapezoid and there are two defenders in his zone and he's playing the puck in the trapezoid, it makes me nervous every single time. But you look at what he did. I'm talking with Bishop and Vasilevsky. He's doing the same thing with Husso, Ned, and Kosa. He has this giant stud waiting in the wings, waiting to take over. And what happened when the Red Wings did that? When they had Hasek. Everybody thought Hasek, one of the greatest goaltenders we've ever seen. Fantastic goaltender. Yeah. Everybody loves him. He's doing his thing. They brought in Ozzy, and what does Ozzy do? He wins your cup. What does Ozzy do? He goes in the playoffs, and it's lights out. And that is Stevie Y saw that, obviously. Stevie Y is taking notes. He did it in Tampa. He's doing it again in Detroit, and that's what you have to do. And, dude, I'm like, it's a different level of expectation for me. Like you said, because Stevie Y's been there not only as a player and brought championships to this city, but built a dynasty in Tampa Bay. I am more excited about the Detroit Red Wings this year than I have been about any other sports franchise in this town ever, except for possibly the 2010 Tigers, that when that team was being built. Yeah. But this team with Stevie at the helm, there is no doubt in my mind they will hoist cups. Cups. There's no doubt.
Plural.
You
know how hard it is to repeat in hockey, right?
I know. I'm not saying repeat. I mean, they might.
Yeah, I got you.
They are going to host. Steve Yzerman, as the GM of the Detroit Red Wings, will deliver multiple Stanley Cups.
Can I ask you something? In terms of Ned, and then come killing. No one's here for hockey, by the way. All right, you guys got to come back. But in terms of Ned, went up 2 against the Devils. Obviously, Husso had the shutout. I know the Devils also outplayed us that game. Mm-hmm. Are you still confident in Ned, or is Husso just that much better?
They're both very good. I think Husso is better. I said that at the beginning of the year. Before the first game, we all took Husso to have more wins. I think he is the starter, but Ned is a very good goalie as well. He's just, like I said, man, he gets real loose with the puck when he's playing it in the trapezoid. It scares me. But Ned is still fantastic, man. He made a lot of great stops against the Devils. He was standing on his head back there, so I love that. We have one of the best goalie tandems in the NHL.
That's lit.
Yeah, it's 2 guys that would be a starter for 80% of teams in the NHL.
Was us getting outplayed Saturday against the Devils? And again, I didn't watch the third period, but up at the 2-2 score, obviously they had a lot more shots than us.
Yeah.
Was that concerning at all, or
no, it's going to happen. It's a long season. And
where are the Devils at too? Like in terms of, I guess, as a team.
Not good.
But not Coyotes bad.
Not
right?
Coyotes bad.
Blackhawks bad?
Not Blackhawks. No, Coyotes and Blackhawks are going to be historically bad NHL teams.
Yeah.
The Devils, they have good young talent. The Devils, they're rebuilding, but they're not Coyotes or Blackhawks. But I think it was a lot to do with, we were on the road. That didn't help. First road game kind of jitters, but also the power play was really bad. The power play was really bad in the second game. They were dumping and chasing a lot, which I get sometimes, but we talked to to Mike Gentry. Shout out Mike Gentry. And he talked about, when you dump and chase like that a lot, teams will cheat. Because dump and chase is good when you want to catch them off guard, get back there, especially with the big bodies we have and the reach they have. You can go back there and get the puck pretty easily. But when you're dumping and chasing that much, teams will cheat. They'll wait back there and just fling it right out. I don't know if we even had 10 shots on our power plays in that game. It was bad. So I think they need to get back to what they did in Game 1 against the Habs, and that power play unit will look pretty good. But, I'm not concerned over that.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy Rob J in the Woodward Sports chat. I'm just going back to the football conversation a little bit about Michigan. He asked, so when Sparty takes his beat down next week, Sparty fans going to say we didn't play anybody? Yeah.
Yeah.
Spartans are bad this year, too.
Yes. What? You think beating this Michigan State team will be like, oh, great feat?
Spartans are
I said it at the beginning of the season. I said it before the year. You guys are going to clap us for sure.
You did say at the beginning of the year.
You're a much better team.
Yeah.
And, yes, beating Michigan State this year does not prove anything.
Yeah. No, 100%. At Alta.
Uptime.
Matters, all right? Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. You got a bog project coming up? Alta Rent has you covered. Make sure you give them a call today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta Equipment where
uptime
matters. Sorry,
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome. Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my man Spitball.
I am the Wiener.
In the glizzy suit, taking the L. It's actually, I see your strategy with it too. You said before the show you specifically wore it today, so you can avoid the Twitter clips that go up tomorrow.
Yep.
Well, did you also see
big brain
on this guy? But is it? Did you mathematically? You're automatically
yes, yeah.
Even tonight?
No, yeah.
Oh,
because like I said, you're 2 up on me.
Oh,
the only one who's only 1 up, or JB is 1 up on me, but we picked the same team. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Glizzied out.
Yeah.
All right. Every Monday, if you guys don't know, we play a game called Buy Sell. All right.
Buy.
Typically, it's based off the Detroit Lions' performance. Lately, with the Pistons coming up, Rebels coming up, we kind of incorporated some other names and teams into there. Thank you for that. I have that right in my ear set.
You're welcome.
Sick.
Hope you can smell it.
All right. Obviously, we're coming off the Detroit Lions bye week. However, we still want to play our game, buy or sell. Spinny.
Yes.
Do we have music today, JB, or no? Let's do a little music for the buy sell, all right? Because I want to start. You're all gassed up over Derek Lalonde.
I am.
I feel like I know your answer for this one, but buy sell Derek
Lalonde. Buy. Derek Lalonde.
Our shipper just raised her hand. I'm buy.
Gru, Uncle Fester. Like this guy, like I said, he has these guys buzzing. He has established the 1-3-1. He has the wings playing great. It is a beautiful sight to see. He's already a better coach than Blash. No, I'm just kidding. Jeff, I'm sorry. Love you, Jeff. But Derek Lalonde is what this team needed. He has the team playing great. These guys are bought into his system. These guys are bought into where he came from and what he did for that franchise. So I'm buying. Buy.
Derek
Lalonde.
I'm with you. I don't even know hockey, so I'm just going to go with you. All right, you're my hockey opinion at this point. Just kidding. I told you guys Elmer Soderblom would be beast.
Heck yeah.
And I was made fun of it. I was coined the Swedish Scout because I was in love with all these Swedish guys moving up to the roster. And guess what, Minnie? The Swedish guy is pretty out cold. Husso now, too. I didn't know he switched to this last weekend. That's pretty dope.
I mean, his name's Ville Husso.
I mean, Ville Husso? I mean, I don't know what you want me to say about this.
Oh, no. I got my hot pee all over your face.
Oh, man. Mr. B says pee breaks retention, so don't talk about pee, even though we just said it 3 times in a row. Yeah, that's true. True story. All right. Nedeljkovic. Obviously, Husso does the shutout. Nedeljkovic lets up 2. Buying or selling Nedeljkovic for Detroit Red Wings goalie.
I'm going to sell.
Sell?
I just...
Angry Orchard got you right, huh?
I didn't have an Angry Orchard. I love Ned. I love what he's doing, but I do think Husso is the better goalie. And I do think Kosa will eventually be here. He eventually will be the guy. So, unfortunately, that just makes Ned the odd man out. I love what he does. I love him as a guy. I love him as a character. I love him as a goaltender. But I just think he is the odd man out, unfortunately, in this situation. I still like him. I love him for this year. He's going to be the best backup in the National Hockey League. But, yeah, I think Husso is the better goal minder, and I think Kosa's nipping at both of their heels.
I'm going by, man. I like Ned. I had a connection with Ned. That sounds weird. But as soon as Ned got traded to the Detroit Red Wings, I hit him with a DM. I actually had him come on the hook and everything like that. And, he's a cool dude.
Very cool dude.
I remember he played in the playoffs.
Yeah,
the Stanley Cup playoffs his rookie year.
Yes, he did.
And he performed well.
He did.
So I just think, and I already know that our defense is questionable. I know our starting lineup is like beast, but not all of our lineups. So I'm buying Ned. I think, like you said, they can play that 2-goalie tandem. I'm also learning hockey. Let's bring it to football a little bit, Spinny. All right, because
I got one for you.
All right, lay it on me.
Jimothy Harbaugh.
Jimothy Harbaugh. I've never heard it.
Jimothy, big time Timmy Jim.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a good one. That's not even on the list. Oh
it's not,
man,
I just thought of it.
Jimothy Harbaugh. Buy, sell. Buy. I'm selling.
Woo-hoo!
I'm selling just to get this take out there. All right. Michigan is one of the biggest brands in college football. There's no excuses to come up short. I understand he's been winning guys some games lately, but I also understand he's under 500 against his rivals. I also understand he's under 500 against SEC teams. I understand he's under 500 against top 10 teams. If I'm a Michigan fan, and I know Michigan's got the big swinging milk, all right? They are the top brand in college football.
Oh, by far.
We just saw a Brazilian guy who probably doesn't even know anything about Jim Harbaugh rocking the sweatshirt.
Yeah.
All right? There's no excuse to come up short in my mind. I feel like there has to be something there. I don't know what's lacking, and maybe I'm ill-informed because they're not willing to cheat like the SEC teams, but, nonetheless, bro, Ohio State exists in Division II, bro. I get it. You guys feel good now because Rich Rod was awful, and my man, who was before him again? The chubby dude, Brady Hoke.
Yes.
Brady Hoke was bad before him. But as Michigan fans, the way you guys talk, you don't. Why don't you expect more? Why don't you want more? This guy tried breaking up and leaving with you guys in the offseason. It was publicized all over the place, and then he come back home. Oh, sweetie, I still love you, and you buy it every time. I'm selling it. I'm selling that shit. Selling Jimmy T. Harbaugh. How about you?
I'm gonna buy.
Buy.
I'm gonna buy Jimmy Harbaugh. I think he's finally got the roster around him. It looks like that he is just going to keep reloading this team, and I don't know if that means he's going to contend for a national title. I don't know if he's going to be. I don't think he's in that air or anything like that. But I'm gonna buy what he's doing. I think he's got his quarterback. He's got his guy. And it looks like his defense is legit. They have the best offensive line in the country. And that running game never gets old. So I'm going to buy Jimmy Harbaugh.
Okay. Yeah, and for me too. Shout out to Clom Sauce Chat says, I feel like he doesn't watch college football. You're right, bro. I watched the big ones. I watched Tennessee and Alabama this week. I watched Alabama Tech. I watched the big games where it's actual competition. Outside of that, college football is a joke, in my opinion. You know who's going to win majority of these games. Why do you pretend a big game gets Penn State coming up? No, you knew you were going to thrash Penn State. Come on. Why? Why do we pretend? That's why I can't buy into college football. I know if Michigan has a 10-game win season and they win the Big Ten, and even if it's Ohio State, I know when they go against SEC team in the college playoff, what's going to happen, Spinny?
They're going to lose.
Thumb in the butt. All right? They can't do nothing. And that's why college football, sell. Hopefully it changes with NIL stuff, all right? Kayvon Thibodeau, strip sack on Lamar Jackson. Big play for them. All right, more hurries than Aiden Hutchins at this point in less games. Kayvon Thibodeau, a guy Lions passed up on it too. Are you buying or selling? Did we mess up?
Buy. I'm not going to say we messed up. I'm not going to say we messed up just yet, but I think Kayvon Thibodeau is going to be a good player. I also think Aiden Hutchinson's going to be a good player, so I don't think there's much wrong with that decision, but I'm buying Kayvon Thibodeau as a good player in this NFL. I think he's a difference maker, and I think he will continue to improve as the season goes on.
Buy. Kayvon was out of high school into college. He's been him. Kayvon's always been him. The one thing you that helped you on picking him this year was his love for the game. Because a strip sack and a W. What's he doing after the game, Spinny? Crying tears.
Crying tears.
I think we might have messed up on that. I think Brad Holmes might have messed up on that one.
Really?
Brad Holmes, my man, who's a linebacker up there, helping him out too. He's a
Chris Spielman.
The name slipped me. Yeah, I think we messed up. Kayvon Thibodeau, bye. New York Giants, New York Jets have been used and abused against Dan Campbell and Detroit Lions in terms of teams who's turned it around in 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Are you buying, selling? Let's start with the Jets.
Jets, buy.
Buy.
Like in sync. It's just I think they've gotten better. I think, like I said, that defense is legit. They have great players. Sauce Gardner is performing at a high level, a very high level. And I will continue to ride the Jets train until I see them fall off. I think the Jets are legit. Garrett Wilson is legit. Zach Wilson has looked pretty good. Breece Hall is a legit running back. And like I said, that defense is loaded with top-end talent. So I'm gonna buy the Jets.
I'm buying the Jets, too. I think, depending on if Mac Jones comes back or not, and I don't even know what to think of Mac Jones. I've only seen him for like a year. That defense travels.
Yes.
All right, if those guys stay healthy, especially Quentin Williams specifically, I mean, other guys are going to eat around it. They got Quan Alexander, Sauce Gardner looks like a stud. I'm actually buying the New York Jets. However, the Giants, I'm going to come out right forth and say it, sell. All right, Philadelphia Eagles are 6-0. The Cowboys look like a damn good team, even coming off of a loss, but they've lost 2 games with their backup quarterback playing games for them. New York Giants, you buying or selling?
I'm going to sell the Giants. Sell. I think they're overperforming. I think, obviously, Philadelphia is the creme de la creme of that division. I don't think they're going to get past Philadelphia. I don't think they'll get past Dallas, honestly. I'm going to sell the Giants. I think they'll, at the end of the year, finish 3rd in their division.
Yeah, it's a tough division.
Yeah.
And I can only assume that Dak Prescott's going to elevate the Cowboys. They've already been good with Cooper Rush. They're not supposed to be doing what they've been doing. All right. And they beat some bad teams, too. There's some ugly teams on that schedule. So, yeah, I'm still selling the Giants. All right. Your boy. You asked about Jimmy T. Harbaugh. What about Melvin Tucker, the third?
Sell.
Wow!
I saw the biggest red flag out of Mel Tucker that I've seen so far in his tenure at Michigan State at the end of that game. I still think he's going to be a good coach. I still think he will get better. I still think once he gets his recruits in there, they'll do some things. But, man, that clock management and that timeout usage at the end of the game was terrible. He almost cost Michigan State that game.
Yeah, what?
It should have never went to overtime. You use your 2 timeouts already, and then it's 3rd down. You use your last timeout on 3rd down, and on 4th down, you call a bubble screen that gets tackled inbounds. So you got to rush your kicking team out there and try to kick a game-winning field goal that eventually missed because they fumbled the snap. That was a terrible clock management, terrible situational play calling. He said he was going for the touchdown, but if you're going for that touchdown,
a bubble screen for the touchdown.
If you're going for the touchdown, throw it in the end zone. Don't throw a bubble screen where they get tackled inbounds and you can't get the kickoff. That was bad.
I'm nervous for him. I've never actually bought him. I know K9 was a lot of his success last year. This year's been damn ugly. But Spinny, we got some.
Yeah, I'm not writing him off or anything like that. I'm not saying, he's a bad coach. But that was a bad look.
SMA.
Bowling?
Yeah. I don't know which one we're doing.
We're going to do SMA because, as you know, the Sports Marketing Agency, or SMA, helps spread awareness about mental health or substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. If you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com to get the help you deserve. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh, wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Kroger's, and if you want to know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my Glizzy.
I am the Wiener.
Spin more racks. We're getting into it, man, on a Monday. You were getting into it. I'm actually kind of surprised you said sell on Tuck.
Yeah.
Is that how you feeling?
Yeah, I mean,
or just given the two options, you had to go sell.
Given the two options, I had to go sell. I'm not buying anything off of that performance. Like I said, that was a glaring mistake and a glaring issue. I still think, like I said, he's a good coach. I still think he will do things here. I think he will win a Big Ten here. I think he will continue to improve this roster and this team. Mm-hmm. But those late game decisions and clock management were terrible. It was awful.
Yeah.
Flat out. It almost cost us a game. We should have won that game in regulation. And because of the decisions made by Mel Tucker, we didn't.
Yeah.
So, it's bad. As a Michigan State Spartan, as an alumnus, however you say that word, a Spartan
Sounds
dog,
cooler.
it's tough. It's tough for me to see that.
Epic in the Woodward Sport Chat says Spencer looks German in that suit.
The Wiener Schnitzel.
I don't know how that works.
Me either.
The Germans wear friggin' hot dog suits. I don't even.
Yeah, it is weird.
All right, I'm sorry. When your next big recruiting class is next year, no? Or
yes.
is it?
It's next year. Well, this year. The real big one is next year.
24, right?
Yeah, 23 is also a very good recruiting class.
Because I think there's a couple 4-stars in 24 class. One actually decommitted.
Yeah, but there's like 5 more.
And that's where I'm at with it too. Like, because obviously Tuck beat Harbaugh. You know, the guy who belongs in the conversation with Dabo, Sweeney, Kirby Smart, and Nick Saban. That guy. He's beat him twice now. 2-0 against him. So that's semi-promising. You know what I'm saying? Because I will 100% say, even with K9, lesser rosters in those scenarios. And to be honest with you, every single time Michigan and Michigan State face off each other, per recruiting status, Michigan has the upper hand every time.
Yes.
So they've been out-coached every time.
Oh, yeah, Michigan always gets better recruits, for sure.
Yeah.
Michigan will always get better recruits. They will always have more talent. That's just what comes with it. That is the brand they have built. That is how they recruit. And Mel Tucker is starting to kind of change that.
Yeah.
He's starting to get those same recruits. So I'm excited for him. And yeah, I think he's going to do good things as an MSU Spartan.
100%. And I see a couple comments in the Woodward Sports Chat trying to discount the COVID win. You're still working with more.
Yeah.
Especially at that point. D'Antonio left. Other team, come on.
D'Antonio left like 2 months before the season started.
Yeah, 100%.
Mel Tucker had to go in there, establish his reign in a shortened season, and it was COVID year.
Yeah, like, I don't discount the COVID situations because the other teams beat were in the same scenarios. Like I was actually wondering that today is like, every time LeBron they talk about his fifth ring, and everyone's like, oh, COVID championship. All right, what about Tom Brady's? I don't ever hear COVID championship when it comes to Tom Brady. Like the teams they beat are all under the same circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand. Like COVID's just not an excuse to me. It's just not. I'll lessen the blow of like being judgmental on a coach for that season, like I guess for Michigan and Michigan State, because like obviously they underwhelmingly performed like disappointingly, but it was like, okay, I don't expect you to do too much because like it's a weird chaotic situation. Mm-hmm. But yeah, COVID. I'm not discounting COVID seasons. I mean they happen. Are they every team was under the same circumstances? Like no, you actually you're not a Braun guy the same way I am. Right?
No.
Do you discount?
No, I think it's more impressive, honestly.
Yeah, it was all ball that whole.
They couldn't do anything. They couldn't see their family. They were tested a lot. He wasn't facing the best competition, but he still went out there and got it done. I don't take anything away from that.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse Championship is what people call
I know, bro.
Yeah.
Sus, are you on mic? Is your mic working?
I can be.
Where you at the COVID stuff? Put the camera on spinning while you raps while you talk, actually.
Yeah. All right. Take it away. I think it actually is more impressive. I'm with Spinny on that one, because to me it's everybody had the same circumstances and it was supremely unusual. And so for them to whoever to rise and win, you got to give credit to. But again, everybody was dealing with the same circumstances, so I can't take that away from nobody. And the players, when it comes to the NBA bubble, the players seem to say the same thing, that it's more impressive. So there you go.
100%.
Yeah.
Comstock even brings up the Tampa Bay, the Bolts, and their first cup.
Yeah.
Well, they still continue to win after that. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, everyone's given the same circumstances. Ballers ball. That's why you saw Jimmy Butler. I think that's why you saw I don't know. Because T.J. Warren was
T.J. Warren, yeah. T.J. Warren going crazy.
In that song. Yeah, I don't know, man.
T.J. Warren was a bubble monster. Bubble god.
That sounds funny. Bubble monster.
Bubble Jordan.
Watching you in the hot dog suit talk about bubble monsters just seems
I'm
fitting,
a bubble
bro.
boy. T.J. Warren was a bubble monster. So was Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell. That series, the Jazz and Nuggets, they were both giving each other 50 burgers. Bubble was hype, man. I like the bubble.
Hold on. All right. In the Woodward Sports chat, my guy Go Blue says, you guys are ridiculous. Everyone did not deal with the same circumstances. All caps. How did everyone not deal with the same circumstances?
They were all in the same place.
They were all in the same place.
They all couldn't see their family.
All under the same. Yeah, Go Blue. I wish the phone lines were open for this one. I'm genuinely curious how the hell they weren't.
We're not talking. He said every university did not treat COVID the same. Jeez, we're not talking about college. We're talking about the NBA bubble.
Klompsaw says, easy read the next comment. People undermine both cups in the Woodward Sports chat. What's he referring to? I'm novice to hockey.
People do, yeah, they undermine the cups because hockey, the home field advantage in hockey, home rink advantage, whatever you want to call it, does play a pretty big factor.
How so?
Like the momentum of playing at home compared to playing on the road is crazy. When you get those fans in there.
How about the Caniacs?
Screaming the Caniacs, yeah. When you get the Wingnuts going crazy, it is live. So when Red Wings fans go out and show out at Joe Louis Arena, and there's 90,000 people screaming. They score the first goal, and it's louder, splitting your eardrum in there. It's different than playing in an empty rink.
Account 22 in the Woodward Sports chat says, October 29th can't come soon enough. I tell you what, bud. October 29th can come. That ass whooping can happen, and it doesn't change the facts of the matter.
We got a great card that night, too.
October 29th?
Yeah.
UFC?
Yeah.
Was it fight night?
Is that? Oh, wait, that's this week.
22nd.
That's this week, right?
Yeah, it's during the day, too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, we can get day drunk.
Yeah.
I'm down to get day drunk.
I got to reach out to the butchery. Okay, that's where we're going?
Yeah.
But I told Jeff, every time, me, you, Gentry, Jeff, we're in the group text, Nick, we're like, yeah, let's go get some drinks, dude. Sometime, dude, we're going to party it up, dude.
Or we can do a watch party in the Lions Den or something.
I'm down.
Hit up Braylon, see what he's doing. I'm sure Braylon would like to have the fights on.
100%. I'll call him Brandon for sure, so hopefully he buys that pay-per-view.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be pretty cool. ESPN going up in price. I canceled my subscription, by the way. Ain't no way.
Yeah, ESPN Plus is a joke.
How you going to raise the price on every damn thing, man? Tuck Bowman.
Sorry.
There's some distractions going on here at the Coliseum nightclub. Apologize for that one. Last statements on Tuck Bumman before we go to break. When we come back, we'll talk some Lions, talk some fantasy
Last
basketball.
statements on Tuck Bumman. What does that even mean?
Yeah. I guess give us the outlook for these guys. Are you selling on him? Obviously, given the options, but like, do you truly feel like he will turn it around, or are you kind of just hopeful that he
100%.
will? You still think he's a good coach?
Yes. That was the first.
What is going on this year?
That was the first red flag of his coaching career that I've seen. And like I said this on BDE, if Scotty Hazelton is still the defensive coordinator next year, I won't watch a single game.
I'm telling you,
He needs to be fired. And I know you have the inside information. That's what I was sick by that. If Scotty Hazelton is still in East Lansing next year, I'm not watching a single game next year.
I'm sick by it, too. It's disgusting, bro. The reason why I was told it was okay, per inside sources from Michigan State, was that the guy is paying his contract, understand the situation somewhat, and they still have faith in Tuck, which I don't understand, like, what Scotty Hazelton has to do with, like, holding that firm. Because he's been god-awful. And not even just this year. Like, last year he was god-awful, too. You guys just, happen to overcome it in certain scenarios, certain situations. I mean, dare I say it, that Michigan State game was a little wonky.
It was a little glonky.
Yeah, the Michigan State game was a little glonky that game. Got a couple lucky streaks.
Yeah.
K9's still amazing, and I just love seeing him doing what he's doing at the pro level now too. That's actually crazy.
He's a dog.
He is a dog, 100% dog. I didn't tell you guys. Actually, I have this one highlighted. I don't know if we're reading that one either. I don't think we are.
No, we are not.
All right.
But I can tell you guys about Lady Jane's. Because as you know, we normally broadcast this show live from the headquarters of Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Birmingham. It's definitely awesome when I get off the show. If I want to, clean up my dead ends, maybe take an inch or two off, I could sit down on one of those chairs, and I know Bethany or Alyssa will take care of me. So I highly recommend you get into a Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men near you and let them treat you like a king as well. They are open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. You can walk in anytime. Before you know it, your hair will be game ready. So like I said, man, get into a Lady Jane's, open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. No appointment necessary because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, and we'll be right back.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights, live on WoodwardSports.com, the Coliseum nightclub, and I'm super distracted right now. Good Lord. I'm your boy, Eazy, joined by Michael Lizzie, my man. Spin more racks.
What up, though?
If you guys are within the area, I highly recommend coming up here. I'm probably going to stick around for a Rebels game, eat a couple lamb chops. Big tings, By the way, have you?
A couple of big tings over there, I'll tell you what.
Yes. There's a beautiful sight going on. Let's talk sports, guys. Say you think of baseball and make that kind of stuff go away.
Well, let's talk about
baseball.
Good Lord, those big things are moving too. But let's talk about the Lions and what's going on with their defensive line situation.
Yes.
You see Levi Ozarike had surgery on his back. Levi Ozarike is done for the year. We will not see him in a football game this year. What does that mean for the Detroit Lions going forward? That their second-round draft pick, that a guy that was supposed to be a great piece to help this pass rush and this defensive line is not going to play in his second season, is not going to play a single game, will not touch the field because of a back injury that he was dealing with prior to the draft.
It's the first blemish on Brad Holmes. I know I tell you guys you can't compare Campbell fairly against the Giants and the Jets because of the roster situations they have. However, you can somewhat compare the GMs because they were given similar situations. And I know that the Giants and Jets had earlier first-round picks. I know that Joe Douglas traded back into the first round for a third time to grab Jermaine Johnson. But Brad Holmes still had all those same capabilities. I am now watching Kayvon Thibodeau, a guy who the Lions actually told his agent they were going to draft him, ball out.
Yeah,
look
that's
great.
Scummy,
but it happens often.
Well, they thought Aiden was going number 1. I'm sure that's why they said that.
Yeah. MPWMU in the Woodward Sports Chat, you gotta see it to believe it, brother. I'm just letting you know. Brad, I don't want to question Brad Holmes because I've made this statement before. I don't want to say that he's tanking per se, but like he's taking his time.
Yeah,
and I think that like results in some of the decisions he's made. But like to draft Levi with the back injury, second round. I know he was like on everyone's big board as the first DT like off the board.
Yes.
Or I'm sorry, there was another gentleman before him, I believe so, but he was still up there.
There is some
his
good
first
news.
blemish, bro.
There is some good news for Lions fans though.
What is it?
Lions fans, there is good news. Our own Madeline Miller tweeted out there that John Kaminsky is trending towards playing against Dallas.
Yeah.
We all know Josh Pascal is also coming back. He's trending towards playing against Dallas.
Yeah.
What does the return of a guy like Jonathan Kaminsky and the addition of a guy like Josh Pascal mean to Lions fans and this Lions team?
John Kaminsky, I mean, the successful Aiden Hutchinson you've seen was with John Kaminsky in the lineup. Like,
yes.
He actually had one sack that was straight up untouched because of Jonathan Kaminsky. I've been high on him since come preseason. I know that people were talking about the situation with, like, him just being picked up off of waivers and, like, every single other team wanted him. So I was automatically intrigued by that because I think Joey 2 times, I don't know if he's in the Woodward Sports Chat right now, but we went over a couple stats a while back where, like, I think really only, like, 10 guys are picked up off a waiver just in general every year.
Yep.
And John Kaminsky was one that a lot of teams, like, lined up for. And fortunately enough, we got him. He had the hand injury, the surgery, literally. He's coming back already, so that's promising, I think.
Maybe he'll have the club on.
Yeah, I think he will, yeah. I mean, and the other thing, too, is, like, just having him in there causes some chaos, man. I mean, I've been very hypocritical of Aiden, what I've seen so far. The first, like, 3 weeks, I was giving excuses for him. When I saw him get blocked by one hand last week, I'm concerned. But we saw him have success, and it was with one guy specifically in the lineup, and that's John Kaminsky. You have Josh Pascal now joining as well. I am excited, and you asked last week, are things going to get worse before they get better? Because Dan Campbell said this is rock bottom, but, like, I don't know. I don't know if this is rock bottom. Probably getting zipped, you know what I'm saying? Put up nada.
Getting zipped by the Zap.
Yeah, they got zipped. That's a perfect way to say it.
Thank you.
We should thought of that last week. We definitely got zipped by the Zap.
Zipped by the Zap.
But
I do want, real quick, pause this. In the Woodward Sports Chat, Cube22100 said, shout out to Clarissa Shields for sure. Hashtag champ. The champ.
Oh, without a doubt.
Clarissa Shields just won her 4th title. Now she has all 4 titles.
GLOAT.
Yeah.
Greatest lady of all time.
Yeah, she's the GOAT. She went out there and took care of business. Clarissa Shields is the GOAT. She it's amazing what she's doing. Like I said, she now holds all 4 titles for her weight class. She took down a woman who was, I don't know her record, but I know she had 12 knockouts and only 1 loss.
No, she's
that is extremely
undoubtedly, yeah.
No, the woman that Clarissa beat had 12 knockouts and only 1 loss. She was the champ. Clarissa went in there and beat her by unanimous decision. So congratulations to Flint's own Clarissa Shields for getting that 4th title.
Fun story.
That's the champ.
She's
that's wild.
She's her.
She is her for sure.
She's for sure her too, because not only is she obviously great at boxing, but she was so great at boxing that she wanted a new challenge, went to MMA, and got a victory in MMA too.
Yeah.
You don't see that often. You really don't. Unless guys do it early in their career. She'd already reached the pinnacle. It was by the way, I don't want to flex like that, but I did meet Clarissa at the Joy Bell Charity Weekend, and I got her to giggle a couple times, got her flirting around.
There you go.
No big deal. It's just so, I don't know. That was an awesome weekend, by the way. Just meeting those type of people and knowing they're people too, because guard was down, no pun intended. But no, definitely made Clarissa.
Shout out, champ, Flint's own Michigan legend, the gloat. It's awesome. It's awesome to see that stuff.
Hell yeah, yeah. I wanted her to Kayla Harrison. And I know Kayla Harrison's is what she is in PFL in terms of judo and all that good stuff like that. But I don't know, or Cyborg's boxing now. Female Cyborg.
Cyborg's scary.
Cyborg versus Clarissa Shields is running.
What's the weight difference there though?
I don't know. Clarissa's not small. That division that she was in was a new one. UFC doesn't even have that division.
Yeah.
I think she's fighting at 130. Clarissa and Nunes. Clarissa would beat the dog shit out of Nunes though, actually, in a boxing match. UFC, obviously Nunes has jiu-jitsu. What?
I looked up Clarissa Shields' weight class, and it's got a picture of Canelo, but it says she's a light middleweight.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, light middleweight Clarissa Shields. She's the GOAT, man. She went out there and took care of business, so great for her.
What were we talking about before that?
The Lions.
You have ADD.
Yeah.
The
Lions.
Josh Pascal.
Josh Pascal. What does Josh Pascal coming to this team mean? For Detroit Lions fans.
I have
and
no
for
clue what
this
to expect out of Josh Pascal. I know he practiced these past 2 weeks, but Dan Campbell didn't seem like he didn't sound confident in him being ready to go in terms of playbook. You know what I'm saying? He's obviously ready to go as a player.
I mean, he has to be ready to go. He hasn't done anything else. He better have been studying the playbook.
He's been hurt, bro.
Exactly.
He has to go through the motions.
So he better have been studying the playbook.
The playbook's also changing, too.
Well, he better have studied
that. In
that.
the press conference, too. Dan Campbell said there are changes. We're not going to come out and say them because of the Dallas game, but there are changes. I don't know what the hell they are.
Fast.
Yeah, I hope to see Aiden in a 2-point stance at least once. I like to see Aiden with a pulse on the defensive line. These damn double teams that I don't understand how ESPN is finding these double teams. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Wild to me. I saw a couple in the run game, actual double teams, but let's keep it a buck. Nah. It's been dolo.
Wear a lot of jewelry. Don't get through security. This is a fire song.
I'm trying not to laugh because my bladder hurts so bad. I gotta go. Why? Well, you asked me about Josh Pascal. What do you think about Josh Pascal?
I think Josh Pascal will come in here and he'll be, at the very least, someone that can help create different situations for Aiden Hutchinson and Charles Harris. He's going to be a guy that goes out there and, much like a John Kaminsky, who we are getting back as well, will help take the pressure off of guys like Aiden Hutchinson and Charles Harris. I expect them to go out there and put up some good numbers. I'll wait to see what he does just yet, but I expect to, obviously it has to be an improvement because Lions fans haven't had much to look at on that defensive line. Lions fans have not been happy with the performance of that defensive line, rightfully so. And the Lions need to find situations where these guys will succeed. And I think if you add a piece like Josh Pascal, you bring back a piece like John Kaminsky, the Lions will be able to do something with that. The Lions will be able to change up what they're doing and hopefully put other players in the best situation for them to have success.
Yeah, the situation, too, with Josh Pascal that I want to, I guess, veer him away from is, people try and relate him to Levi Onwuzurike, where, he had a hernia injury. It's nothing similar at all whatsoever. Hernias happen all the time.
Yeah.
Spinny got one throwing some trash out the other day.
I did. That was 10 years ago, but yeah.
Whatevs.
The other day.
Zadina.
That was literally in my first job.
Some breaking news. Zadina making the first line tonight. Did you see
first
that?
Line?
First line.
Ooh, okay. Definitely take that goal prop then.
Derek Lalonde, dude. Getting a little.
Kubalik.
They're
keeping
Kubalik
Kubalik on the fourth, or what are they doing with Kubalik? They're putting Kubalik on the. They'll probably put Kubalik on the second line.
Someone commented it. Let me see. Let me find it real quick in the Woodward Sports chat. I can't find it. Zadina, Raymond, Kubalik.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Make more
so
sense?
that's the first line. Raymond, Larkin, Kubalik.
So he's not in the first line.
No. And that's what Clomp Sauce in the YouTube chat, or the Woodward Sports chat, says Perron, Kopp, and Zadina.
Dude, you know what? Text Mike. We're going to text Mike during the break. Find out for show. What the hell?
We will.
I'm confused now. Who heard Zadina instead of Zadina? XYYX? Larkin, Perron to take the back seat tonight. Where are you guys seeing this? I need to see this. All right, guys. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to find out what's going on for sure. Spinny, you want to tell us about Lady Jane's?
I already did.
You did? Sus? I'm going to go run and pee, man. I got to pee so damn bad. It ain't even funny. We'll be back. This is Woodward Heavyweights. Make sure you guys hit the like button, live on WoodwardSports.com.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh, wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Kroger's, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my Glizzy Spinmo Rex.
What up, though?
You have the facts. Who's starting line tonight?
The first line tonight will be Raymond, Larkin, and Kubalik.
Okay.
And the second line is Zadina, Cobb, and Perron.
All right. Makes a lot more sense. 9 more minutes till we get to drop.
There's a lot going on tonight. Puck drop. We got Monday Night Football going on. Chargers, Broncos.
Your fantasy matchup.
I have
on that one.
2 fantasy matchups relying on that one.
What's the score of the matchups and who you got playing?
So I am up by 30 points in one of them. I have Mike Williams, and Sean Murphy has Justin Herbert.
Oh, no. What's the score?
I'm up 30.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, what's the other one?
The other one, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm up 30. That's my other league. I'm up 30. I have Mike Williams. He has Justin Herbert. That's against my friend Josh.
Okay.
In the 100. Against Sean, I'm down 25. And I have Mike Williams, Jerry Jeudy, and Brandon McManus, and he doesn't have anybody going.
You're up how much that one?
I'm down 25.
And you have Jeudy,
I have Jeudy, McManus, and Mike Williams.
Oh, man. Oh, you got Mike Williams, Gucci.
Hopefully. I need a first quarter. I need a first quarter Mike Williams touchdown just to ease my heart. Anything can happen. Fantasy is crazy mistress.
Yeah, but Mike Williams with no Keenan Allen, he's gonna eat.
Keenan Allen's not playing?
Doubtful.
I hope he does.
Why? You have Mike Williams.
Because then Patrick Surtain will be on Keenan Allen instead of Mike Williams.
I think banged up Keenan is way worse than a healthy Mike Williams. No?
I still think Pat Surtain would probably be on Keenan Allen. I'm scared of Patrick Surtain.
That's fair. That defense, I don't even know what to make of those Denver games, man.
What is your prediction for the Red Wings game tonight? What's your score prediction?
Kings are a good team, I know that.
No, they're not.
I thought the Kings were pretty good.
Nah.
What do you mean they're not?
They're not. They're not a good team.
At all?
No. Red Wings should beat the Kings, for sure.
5-2, Wings.
Woo!
Yeah. I know. Whatever gets me to the bathroom sooner, you know?
I'm going to say 3-1 Wings. I think it'll be 2-1, and then they'll get an empty netter. Rasmussen will get an empty netter because he is an empty net merchant. I swear. Yeah, he gets every empty net. Every single time I see the Red Wings have an empty net.
He's been towards the end of the games, turning on.
Rasmussen is good. He's a good player. He's big.
So he tried to put my man in a chokehold game one. I don't know what the hell was going on there.
I like Rasmussen. Like I said, Rasmussen is a great player to have on a playoff team, on a playoff roster. A guy like Rasmussen is very important to have on a playoff roster. So I think he'll get the job done. I think the Red Wings will get the job done. Like I said, 3-1. It'll be 2-1, and then they'll get an empty netter at the end.
5-2, 2 empty netters. Come down to the third.
Okay.
Who's scoring? You got Veronov. You got Zadina for one.
I got Zadina for one. I got Rasmussen for the empty netter, and I'll give one to Raymond. Raymond will get on the net.
Okay. Give me Larkin, Raymond, Rasmussen on the empty netter. So we're going to have 2 empty netters tonight. The second empty netter.
You think they're scoring 5 goals?
Yeah, Kings suck, like you said, dude.
They do. The Kings do suck.
I don't want to give Southerblum another one this soon, but it's the only thing coming to mind. I don't think it's going to be Southerblum, though. It's going to be somebody else. Maybe Larkin twice.
Maybe Sundqvist.
Oh, no. Kubalik. Kubelik. Yeah.
On the first line? You think the first line is getting 3 goals?
All day.
Okay.
Like I said.
That would be impressive.
Whatever gets me to the bathroom.
That would be one of the best. They would be like probably the top scoring line in the NHL so far. I mean, it's through 3 games, but still. That would be impressive. And then we have Monday Night Football. Comes down to it. You actually took the Broncos to cover. You sticking with that? You still think the Broncos are going to cover? It's 4.5, I believe, right? 4.5.
So Chargers are missing a lot of guys, and they haven't been like what they're supposed to be this year. I know some of that maybe has to do with missing those lot of guys. They're missing a couple tackles. They lost to Rashawn Slater, who was like the 1v1 matchup for Penei Sewell that people said Penei Sewell lost last year. Sucks we don't get to see that judgment, I guess, this year. But, I think Denver's got a pretty good defense. I think either Nathaniel Hackett's an awful coach, Russ can't cook, or what, but something needs to change to spark that offense. They had a situation last week on Thursday Night Football where, that was last week.
Yes.
Nonetheless, they had a situation where they could have just easily run for a first down or even kicked a field goal, and they didn't. That's 2 times now where he's had, huge coaching mistakes in my mind with a way better team with the Detroit Lions are working with. So, his job, if I'm firing anybody this year, I'm looking at that guy.
Oh, yeah.
There's no excuses for you, bud. I don't even care if Russ isn't cooking. You still had, winning situations, and you made the Minnesota mistake.
Yes.
All right. And that's what I'm basing my whole situation with on Dan Campbell this year is, the wins or losses don't mean nothing to me at this point. I'm folding, especially considering the injuries. I fully expect losses to come. I think it might have been Adam on Twitter said, hey, if we lose to the Bills, we're firing them. What? We're going to lose to the Bills.
100% lose to the Bills.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. So the win-losses don't mean nothing to me at this point. It's going to be those Minnesota moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If we're in another 4th and 4.
If he causes us to lose a game, if his decision-making and his play calling or crunch time situations, if that causes us to lose another game, that will be – because like I said, I'm done with the moral victories. I'm done with learning. You should have learned from last year. You should have learned from that situation. You shouldn't be making those same mistakes again.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. That's the stuff. Those are fireable offenses because that's on you. I can't give you the roster excuse there. I can give you the injury excuse there. I can't give you Jared Goff throwing a pick 6 there. You had an opportunity to seal out the game, and you chose to kick a meaningless
You told me it was
Kirby
goal. Joseph's fault or Juju Hughes' fault.
Well, no, but before he even got to that point, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Just busting your balls.
No, free AG, bro. You guys got to relax on my guy AG. I did question, obviously, Aiden the 2-point stance, but you've been changing your whole entire defense. It's just weird that you went to that 4-3 in the beginning. But, I mean, I guess Aiden did run out of the 4-3 in college, too, though. It's just when you saw him as a pass rusher, excel as a pass rusher. When you watched the highlights.
He had David Ajabo on the other side, so he could stand up in the 2-point.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, because I know when Campbell was asked about it specifically, he mentioned something about the run defense. I'm saying, be prepared to stop the run.
Yeah, he said it's harder when you're lined up over the tight end in a 2-point to help in run defense. And it doesn't matter to me. I want to see him get after the quarterback.
Yeah.
So at least let him do it in obvious passing situations, at the very least. Let him come out of that 2-tech in obvious passing situations so he can get that jump and get to the quarterback.
Yeah, like third downs and stuff like that.
Yes, third down, second and long, things like that.
I know a girl named Long. I don't know why when you said that. I automatically thought of her. Close us out, bro. I can't even think, man.
We appreciate you guys.
I love you guys.
For joining in. Make sure you tap in to woodwardsports.com every day. Get your comments, get your thoughts in the Woodward Sports chat. You know where we're at. You know where we're chilling for Monday Night Football. You know who we are. We're the Heavyweights. We're live from 5 to 7, Monday through Friday on woodwardsports.com.
Make sure you screenshot this.
Screenshot
the Glizzy Spinny.
Screenshot this right here. For the man to my left, the one, the only, Speak Easy, for Young Sus, JB Smooth, holding it down.
Oh, my God.
In the titty booth. I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
I'm not laughing. I'm crying. That's how bad I have to go.